Good morning, Mr. Ibarra.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, this is a under 21 UCW. I can still read you the facts. March 3rd, 2025, an officer was dispatched to a shooting. The officer found the defendant in a back alleyway with a gunshot wound to his leg. The defendant had a mesh backpack in his possession at the time and was able to see that there was a black handgun inside. The caliber of the handgun matched shell casings located on the ground next to the defendant. The defendant stated that he shot the gun in self-defense at 3 black males who shot at him. Those suspects fled the scene after officers' arrival. The defendant was transported to Ben Taub Hospital, where the defendant was being treated for the gunshot wound to his left femur. The defendant admitted to being in the 114th Street and is 18 years old.
Okay, so was it really did he shoot himself, or do we know that someone else shot?
We do not know. We know that the casings on scene match the caliber of the handgun that he had, but we don't know if he had shot himself and he stated he was being shot at by other people as well. So it's unclear.
So the only allegation is that he's underage, essentially. Okay. Mr. Ibarra, I'm going to find that there's no probable cause to go forward in the...
This is a rare moment, and a powerful one. The judge isn't excusing the danger, but legally, the state can't prove who fired the weapon. That's the difference between suspicion and probable cause. The warning that follows, that's not mercy, that's a last alarm bell.
In your case, you need to be very careful. You get but one life. You know, God forbid something happens where you have a gun and you use it, and then you end up getting charged with something. You've gotten shot in the leg now. I mean, luckily it's not somewhere else. It could be life ending.
Sir.
When you hang with dogs, or when you're bad places in the middle of the night, really, do something with your life. Get into school, graduate, get some knowledge.
Sir.
Take a seat. Good morning, Mr. Bustamante. You speak English, sir? Sir. So you're charged with terroristic threat of a family or a household member. That allegation kicks it up to a Class A misdemeanor, so you're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. Oh, he's on bond for a terroristic threat, and he's picked up another terroristic threat.
Correct, Your Honor. They're my kids. My kids.
We are going to do probable cause on the new case. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
We'll do probably possibly probable cause rating. There's other things we want to get into when we actually have a further point. But we're happy to do the probable cause rating right now.
Is it part of the new case or the old case? Okay.
And the old case.
You have the right to remain silent. Exercise that right. Now is not the time for you to fight this case, Mr. Bustamante. Please.
Judge, on April 25th, 2022, dispatched to a criminal mischief call and made contact with the complaining witness, defendant's son, who stated that the defendant damaged complaining witness's mother's vehicle. That would be the defendant's wife's vehicle. And when complaining witness asked the defendant why he did it, the defendant replied, "I'm going to beat your fucking ass." Complaining witness stated he was in fear for his life due to the defendant being known to be aggressive with family members.
Same complaining witnesses in the first case?
Yes, Your Honor. The complaining witness in the first case is the defendant's daughter. The complaining witness in the second case is the defendant's son.
Mr. Bustamante.
And there it is. That single phrase, "he goes with you," ends the debate. Bond isn't about guilt or innocence. It's about trust. Multiple threats, multiple warnings, and the court decides the risk is too high. At this point, freedom becomes conditional, and those conditions just collapsed. Do you think judges should have more patience in bond cases, or is public safety the hard line?
I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case on the new case. I ordered you not to pick up any new cases. I told you not to become a danger to my city. You've not picked up a new case, endangered my city. I now am going to revoke your bond. You go into custody. Goes with you.
What in the world is a 16-year-old?
Stop. I will appoint you a lawyer today if you don't have one, but...
He threatened me to kill me.
Yes, back to
Then they put me with murders. They threatened me inside of jail? What is that?
Sir, you're not saying nothing. Nada.
You know, Mr. Bustamante, I know that there are two sides to the story. I get it, right? That's why we have trials. But in the interim, we ask you to do several things. And when you don't, there are serious consequences. Number one, we ask you to show up. On your first case, you failed.
This might sound dramatic, but it's legally accurate. Protective order violations stack fast. One wrong text, one accidental visit, and suddenly a misdemeanor turns into jail time. The judge isn't exaggerating. He's drawing a bright red boundary.
To appear just in and of itself, and we had to issue a warrant for your failure. We issued bond conditions on that as well. Those conditions were also broken. You've now picked up a new case. I want you to understand something and listen and hear me clearly. Mr. Bustamante, I want you to listen, and I want you to hear me clearly, because what I'm doing now is I'm putting orders of protection on both of your cases. And if you violate these, you are looking at two more very serious violation of a protective order case. That, in and of itself, is the capital murder of misdemeanors. Do you understand? You violate conditions on that, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond.
I understand 100%, sir, Your Honor.
The only thing I am asking you to do is do not have contact with either of the complaining witnesses in these cases. I don't care if they're relation. I don't care if there's no relation. I don't care who they are. Do not have contact. And when I mean no contact, I mean no contact of any kind. No phone calls, text messages, social media, emails, Snapchat, whatever, maybe smoke signals. No means no.
It's not a problem, Your Honor. It's not a problem.
So this is now an order that identifies both Bustamantes as protected individuals. You cannot communicate with them. You cannot commit an assault, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, communicate with a third party to try to communicate with them. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where they live or where they work.
I understand, Your Honor. I got 7 kids,
Yes.
and those are not those ones. I'm a good dad.
Don't talk to these two.
I understand, Your Honor.
This order only applies to these two. Don't use the other kids to try to have contact with these. If you do,
We all live together. Right.
not you now, you don't.
Right. I'll go to Mom's house.
Best go somewhere else, because they're going to inform those kids now that you're not supposed to be there or have contact with them.
That's not a problem, Your Honor.
All right.
Except the first one, my daughter, she doesn't live here. She ran away with her husband. Whenever she called the cops, she wasn't even at the house.
I don't
Actually,
want you to have contact with them. I'm not asking you much. You've already picked up 2 cases. You pick up a third, I'm going to blow a gasket.
that's done. You got it.
State, is there anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. There are allegations of drug use too. We ask for raiding your houses.
Okay. You're not to use alcohol, illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, likewise, I'm going to revoke these bonds and we'll put you back in. As it stands now, you are a flight risk. I'm not going to give you a PR bond. So what'll happen now is we're going to put you back. I've got your bond set. If you have someone that posts your bond, then you must abide by these conditions.
My daughter, my daughter.
I've given you a lawyer. You need to talk to the lawyer. You have the right to remain silent. Everything you say, they're going to sit there and they're going to type it to use it to prove your guilt. Just don't say anything. I'm telling you what the expectation is. So if you do get out, you don't pick up a third case.
I have a question.
What's the question, actually?
Ask the lawyer.
Okay, so, okay.
Okay.
We're good, Judge.
You good? Okay. All right, Mr. Bustamante, you know what's expected of you from now on. That's it.
Thank you.
Okay, so we need him to sign conditions
Yes,
with
sir.
Rock.
This is something a lot of people underestimate. In Texas, street takeovers aren't just traffic violations, they're property risks. Prosecutors don't just punish drivers, they take the car. The judge is signaling, Reckless driving now has permanent consequences.
10 whenever she's ready.
You come up here so I can. I'm not equipped. I want to do please. I don't want to do it.
Good morning, Mr. Chavez. Mr. Chavez, you're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days and or a $500 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The street takeover task force was investigating a takeover in a parking lot in Harris County, Texas, when the officers observed the defendant doing donuts in the vehicle, coming within 10 to 15 feet of other vehicles that made up the pit. The officers saw the defendant do approximately 3 to 4 donuts, and undercover officers maintained visual until uniformed officers made a traffic stop. The officers observed the defendant operating the vehicle in the driver's seat.
Mr. Chavez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a Texas driver's license?
Yes, sir.
Do you have liability insurance in your name?
Not in my name.
Then you're not allowed to drive. I'm going to have you sign an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. Let me make something else perfectly and abundantly clear to you that the Texas legislature has made it extremely easy for district attorneys across the state of Texas to seize and take cars from individuals who partake in this type of action. In fact, we had one here yesterday where a car was seized, a very, very expensive car on a second. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you endanger my public, then likewise, you will go to jail. I'm going to revoke your bond if you endanger my public. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Before you start driving, you must come back and get approval from us. Do you understand? Don't just start driving because I don't want to take your word that you have a car insurance. Owen can get with you, come back. He knows how to handle this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. But the truck has insurance.
I don't you have a lawyer. I don't want you to say anything now.
Okay.
Just get with your lawyer. He can advise you how to go forward. But I'm telling you now, I'm ordering you not to drive. You don't have car insurance.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand, Mr. Chavez?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'm going to get you to Victoria. We will have you sign a reset. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Owen. If Owen tells me that he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, it's not going to go well for you here. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, come on. Thank you. Hey, can you file? Good morning, Mr. Craddock. Mr. Craddock, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Yes, Judge. One moment. It's loading right now. Okay. An officer was dispatched to a target in response to a theft. The officer made contact with the complainant, the loss prevention officer, who stated he observed the defendant come into the store and make a small purchase, leave, and then return and conceal merchandise in the shopping bags. The defendant then took the concealed merchandise and walked past all points of sale without $5.
And was he with anyone?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Craddock, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. How old are you, sir? What do you do for a living?
I am currently waiting for a call to back so I can currently working.
Say that again.
I am waiting for a call to get back to me, but I'm currently working at Taco Bell.
So you graduated from high school?
Yes.
This is one of the most honest moments you'll hear in a courtroom. Theft convictions follow people forever. Jobs, housing, education. The judge isn't scolding here. He's trying to interrupt a lifelong spiral before it starts. Should first-time theft cases focus more on rehabilitation than punishment?
Okay. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, sir?
Would it be okay if I ask my mom that?
Is your mom here? Sure, of course. Mom, come on up. Thank you so much for coming. Did you hear what happened? Okay. I'm asking him if he wanted to apply for an appointed lawyer. I don't want to talk about the case. I only would like to know, do you want a court-appointed lawyer?
This is his first. He's never been in trouble.
Let's not talk about the case.
Oh, come on.
I only want to know whether you guys would like a lawyer or not. Let me put it to you this way. You need a lawyer. So you can either go hire a lawyer Right. Mr. Craddock, theft cases are probably one of the worst possible cases that you can pick up in this life. Once you are branded a thief, it's going to be nearly impossible to get a job. I have people that come back to me and say, hey man, I can't get this apartment because I got this theft conviction. Please. It's truly one of the worst. You're just now starting in life. Life is hard enough for a young black man in this society. Now you're going to make it even harder. Come on, man. Really? You know, go to school, study hard. You become something in this life. We'll give you a lawyer now. Don't go back to any Target. It's a part of your bond condition. If I find that you go back to Target, guess what happens? Right. I'm not asking much. Just follow the law. Don't pick up any new cases. Don't go back to Target. And then I'll provide you a lawyer today. All right? Okay, guys. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you take your seat in the jury box. I need you to fill out an application for me, and then we'll have you talk to someone else. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
Judge, page 6. Gaspon Gerardo.
So, no going to Target, please.
Yes, Judge.
Who you say?
Top of page 6.
Gascon. Good morning, Mr. Gascon. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow, so you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On December 6, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's vehicle after observing it travel at a high rate of speed, approximately 67 miles per hour in a 50-mile-per-hour zone, and turning without using a turn signal. Upon contact with the defendant, the officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage and red glassy eyes. The defendant advised he was coming from a company party and admitted to drinking 2 beers. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 0 out of 4. The DIC was red and the defendant consented to breath. The results were 0.166 and 0.167.
Okay. Mr. Gascon, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Did you run his license?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Okay. You are not allowed to drive unless you have valid liability insurance, and I am making that a condition of your bond. Do you understand?
Sure.
I am also ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Sure.
We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire lawyers. So I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. You'll get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
Yeah.
Don't wait. You need to get on it quick. There's a lot of timing requirements. All right? Okay, please.
Next judge is page 7. Gonzalez, come on up.
Mr. Capitan, come on up. How are you? Great to see you.
Good to see you, Judge.
It's me.
You look very sharp.
Morning, Mr. Gonzalez.
Morning, sir.
So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On December 7th, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's vehicle at approximately 1:59 a.m. after observing it driving without lights when required near the Texas Avenue, and the officer observed the defendant to be the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle. Officers observed the defendant to have red bloodshot, watery eyes and appear unsteady on his feet. The officers also observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage emanating from his breath. The defendant stated he was coming from a bar where he had been drinking since around 11 p.m. The defendant had 6 clues on the HGN, but refused other standard field sobriety tests. The DIC was red, but the defendant refused. A blood search warrant was drawn and executed.
Got it. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Have you run his license?
Yes, Judge, it's eligible.
Got it. Mr. Gonzalez, I'm ordering you not to drive unless you have valid liability insurance in your name. Do you understand? I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. You're going to be randomly tested. If you're found to be consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, you will go to jail. I don't know if you'll get another PR bond. Do you understand? Now you have a lawyer, you've got a great lawyer. Listen to him and he'll take care of you. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, then I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm waiving your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you got to stay in touch. You understand? All right, I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll get you with Felicia for your bond conditions, then you guys are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Any questions?
Video driver, we'll talk about that. About that every day, it's an insurance on my name. Insurance.
You guys talk. If there's anything else that you need, you can always come back. Yeah. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm really, really happy that you're here. Thank you for coming.
No problem, no problem.
Really, you know, I think that it's a big feat that you're even here because in times past, yeah. So I'm really happy that you're here. Come back. Good things happen, Ms. Mireles, when you come back. We're not, you know, we're not bad people, I swear.
Thank
You know, so what's going on now?
He picked up this evading. They're waiting for discovery on it before they make an offer. They want to look at discovery before they make an offer.
Is discovery complete?
We're still waiting on body cam and dash, Your Honor.
Okay, I mean, it's only 50 days old. Where are you living? What are you doing with yourself these days? Shh.
I'm still staying with kind of in between shelter, and then I'm also on the street a little bit. But
No, how do we get you off the street?
hard. I went to my caught houses, and I went there, and it was very strange because with the paperwork and everything that I had to deal with, it was hard to explain. They told me I was going to one house, but I ended up going to another house, which was complete opposite of what they had said that I would be going to. The conditions were much worse than I had expected, and it just
Shatoria, what can we do to help Mr. Mireles as far as housing? Do we have? He's gonna qualify for the TAP funding. I mean, there's no doubt. We've got a list of places. Do you have a phone?
yeah, I run off Wi-Fi, but I do have one, so I can call.
Do you have a phone? Okay, so there's a list of places that you can go there that, so what specifically can we do, Shatoria? Like housing wise?
I think
Oh, well, no, but I mean, I know that you have stuff to do. I mean,
He can follow me back to the office, and we have a social worker there.
wonderful. Do you mind doing that so we can find you a place to stay?
Yeah. If not today, I have to get her to the vet, and it's offered for free. She has to get her shots.
Whoa. I don't want, once you go, you're not coming back. You're here already. Just once you go.
If I miss her shots, but I'll go.
You could get the shots later,
Yeah,
okay? Whether you get it now, whether you get it in 4 hours, it's not gonna make a difference. You're already here.
I understand, yeah.
Really, we can try to find you a place to stay.
Okay.
Or would you prefer to stay on the street?
No, it's just, I don't know, I'm not so optimistic. I've tried several times, and it's a lot with the initiative that the city of Houston is doing, getting the people off the street, shelters are filling up. I just kind of gave up hope with getting help.
Don't give up hope. Never give up hope. There's always something out there. We can always find you something. It's you gotta want it though.
Yeah,
Right.
I do really want to.
And stay with Lori. Let me get you over there today. I mean, I'm happy that you're here. No one's going to do anything to your bond. Just keep coming back and good things will happen. The only other thing I'm going to ask you to do is stay in touch with Lori. Okay? Whether it's via email, whether it's phone, however it may be.
Yeah.
You know, when you do that, good things will happen. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with your case today because they don't have any evidence. Can you get it as quick as possible, Alex, please?
Yes, Your Honor, we can reach out and get an escalation, Your Honor.
Please.
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
know, time is of the essence.
Yes, Judge.
So why don't we pick a court date now, so he knows when our next setting is? Okay. Please go with them, all right?
Okay, well, yeah.
Good things happen when you come, you know, right?
Really, thank you. All right, hey, it's great to see you, Mr. Davis.
you.
Really, I'm proud of you for coming. So we need him to also sign bond conditions. Oh, and I also need him to sign bond conditions, no reckless driving, donuts, racing. So we'll have him take a seat in the jury box. Once he signs it, then
Yes, Judge.
please. Felicia,
Yes, Judge.
when did we first test Mr. Smith?
So for Mr. Smith, I see an order prior to when I was here on October 7th to have Mr. Smith, go to a drug test that day. He never reported, so that's why the BVR was filed. And so then we had a test on the 9th, and those were now confirmed by the lab positive for THC. I believe.
So that was October 9th.
No, October 7th, we ordered them to test, they did not.
Okay.
We caught that a little late, filed the BVR, and then we adjusted a little bit last week, I believe, or the beginning of.
How is it that we ordered him to test in October and he's now in December testing? How on earth? It's unacceptable.
It was a court-ordered drug test, and I don't think you wanted them to come back after testing.
But if they don't test, then they're required to come back and we either make them test again or do so, or there's other ramification, but we don't, how on earth can we go a month and a half and then nothing happens?
Yes, Judge, I understand, but we did, prior orders, we tested them again this week, and those did come back for THC.
Who was here working that day?
I can look into it, but it's really no way of knowing for sure because there was no assigned officer here at the time.
Someone had to have signed an order to go test.
I think so, right?
There's always a way. There's always a paper trail.
Yes, Judge. Sorry, this is from the court. Since they never made the appointment, but it was one of our officers' noses. So
What do we do with this, Mr. Brooker? How do we hold Mr. Smith accountable?
Judge, I know what I've done since Monday. Mr. Smith and I have talked very frequently this week. I admonished him thoroughly about the THC usage. He explained to me what happened with that, and he understands the seriousness of it. He understands what's at risk. It's correct what you said that he doesn't have any support out there, financial or otherwise. I'm actually happy that he was able to make it here on time today because I was concerned about that. So that was twice this week. He wants to be compliant. He wants to do what's best. He wants to dispose of the case.
I don't believe that.
I know, Judge.
I don't believe that. He's telling me that you want to be compliant. I don't think so. You repeatedly do whatever you want to do without regard to court orders, and it does not work like that. You repeatedly fail to appear here. You blow off the test, and now you're testing positive. What am I supposed to do? Just let you go?
I didn't repeat. I missed one day, and that was the day I was supposed to come. And I didn't have no way up here. I didn't even.
You can take the bus.
I'm in Humble. The bus did not come out of Humble. I'm literally sleeping at the park right now. Like, okay, and I'm still okay. Listen.
And Judge, even with those challenges, Tristan has been in school. Even on the Zoom appearance from last week, I believe he was Zooming in from school that day, the day that he couldn't make it, and got down here on that Monday.
I don't know what to believe with him. I really don't. Unless you provide me proof with something, I'm not going to believe a word that comes out of your mouth. I don't believe, because the problem is that you tell me that you're going to, you tell me you're going to do things, and then when it's time to, you don't. So how am I supposed to handle this? What am I supposed to do?
Judge, he came in on Monday. You ordered him to take the test. He went right over.
I literally walked here. I didn't have nowhere. I walked here.
He went over.
That was a whole 4 hour. I walked here from school. I walked here all the way from Chattanooga.
I'm not asking much. I don't want you to use. Do you understand?
Judge, if I may add, I have communicated with his grandmother
I believe it was on December 5th that I
Oh,
called her.
you spoke with Grandma.
I did.
Have you let Mr. Brooker know first?
Yes, Judge, I recorded, I took details of the conversation and shared it promptly with Mr. Brooker.
How do we go forward?
So it appears as though, based on my conversation with Miss Karen, that the defendant has gone to the house, the residence since then with his friends. He refused to leave even upon her request. There is a MOAB in place, Judge, where he was supposed to have no contact with the residents, and per his bond conditions, I don't believe he was supposed to have contact with her either. And he has gone to the residence.
And now we have even more. I mean,
And she did file a police report, I believe, Judge. She told me she called the police and they filed a report and she has an offense number.
Mr. Brooker, do you guys want to talk about this and then?
We can, Judge. We can.
Does she want him to come back or no?
No, my understanding, and I also heard from one of the family members, I believe Tristan's sister, they don't want him to come back. And mentioned something about whatever was the underlying dispute about some property or whatever. I didn't respond to it at all. It just didn't seem like the right thing to do. But as Tristan has indicated, everything he said to me is that he's been living outside, doesn't have anywhere to go, which is my original concern with him. Took him downstairs to try to get him some kind of services. It's just not really a workable situation, but he's communicated with me. We've talked this week. This is his second time here. He took the test, Judge. He was forthright with me. He understands what can happen. I told him.
Saba,
what do you want? You out.
What do you want me to do?
Judge, just that he continue having no contact with any of the complainants. They are fearful of the defendant. They do want him to get help. I've also spoken to his mother and she wants him to receive mental health treatment. He does have
Do you need a place
propensities
to
towards
stay?
violence.
I have like some nights
No, you were telling me earlier that you're living on the street.
I am.
Do you have a place to stay? Okay.
They told me,
If you want, we have places for you to go. I have services for you. I have Shatoria here. We can find you a place to stay if you need it, because the street, it's not a good place to live. The streets will ravage you in ways that you never know. You'll do things just to survive. It's not a good place to be. So if you need a place, we can find you a place. But that's still no excuse.
Acknowledges
Never
the hardship,
know you'll
but the
do
law
things
still expects compliance.
just to survive. It's
Compassion
not a
has
good place
limits
to
when
be.
orders are ignored.
So if you need a place used to violate conditions of bond, we've ordered you not to go back to this house, right? I get that you may have, issues, where to live, where to stay, who to be with, how to get there. But if they don't want you there, then you can't go. And I mean, they've already called the cops.
I spoke to his family, Judge. They were under the impression that the defendant was living with a friend in their house, so I don't know.
And that's my understanding too, and Tristan did tell me that he intended to go and stay with a friend. But that was 2 months ago, Judge. He's not paying any rent or anything. His situation has changed since then.
Look, I'm trying really hard not to put you into custody, but at some point, your actions become your own and it's on you. I'm not going to keep playing this game. I'm not, I expect you, like everybody else, to live to the conditions. When we tell you not to go back, it's mom or grandma.
I spoke to both, Judge. Grandma wants no contact.
If I hear it happens again, get ready. You're not allowed to use. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to test you for someone dropped the ball here. And I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm telling you, you're going to get tested again. And if it tests positive again, there's no excuse. Now, we have resources to help you. If you want help, all you have to do is ask. We've given you a list of places that you can call, that you can go stay. They will take you in. If you need any other resources, we're happy to help you as well. But at some point, just no more excuse. Understand? All right.
Good judge.
Hey, that's it. I mean, really, just no more tolerance. I mean, I don't know, this is what, 3, 4, how many times is this?
It's our second time back since the first time, but I do understand. I agree. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Sullivan. So I guess let mom and grandma know, hey, we've tightened the leash. There's no more excuses. Any more issues, let us know. And
Yes, Judge. And to be fair, it was, the mother did tell me that she has not seen him. It was the grandmother. And
okay, well, that's good news. All right.
Judge, and I.
Okay. Who do we have here?
Mr. McCray, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Mr. McCray.
How you doing?
Mr. McCray, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On April 3rd, 2024, the officer was dispatched to an apartment in Harris County, Texas, in response to an assault call. The complainant is the defendant's daughter. The complainant is the defendant's daughter's boyfriend, and the complainant was staying with her daughter and when she got on the phone call from her boyfriend. The defendant got upset and said he was tired of this bitch's voice, referring to the complainant. The defendant got in the complainant's face and punched her in the lip, causing pain and for her tooth to fall out. The complainant was treated by EMS.
Mr. McCray, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? In fact, I'm going to send you right now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of weapons and not to have contact with the complaining witness in this case. Do you understand?
So they want to write an affidavit. Can they do that?
I don't answer questions, Mr. McCray. I'm telling you what the expectation of is while you are in this court. You can either abide by the expectation or the other thing is going to happen. Do you understand? Are you high right now?
No.
Be careful. I'm sending you for a drug test. If you fail to go take the drug test, if you fail to come back, you know what's going to happen. Just take a seat for me and then we'll get you. I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now. Do you understand? Take a seat for me, sir. Top of page 11. Sorry, I want to know how come up, Miss Imam.
You just met, so we
Okay.
haven't had a chance to.
I'll give you a little bit of time, but
My understanding is procedurally what has happened is she was on a pretrial diversion.
correct.
Her previous lawyer has passed away.
Mhm.
The state has rescinded or terminated the pretrial diversion that she was on. I've had a chance to kind of go through a little bit in the way of discovery. She wants to move forward and try to figure out what we're doing with the case, needs me to do that. By way of background, she works as a pharmacy technician at Walgreens, as a student in college. Quite a bit of mitigating stuff. I need to really have some time to dissect it all.
Is she using while she's on bond? Was that the issue?
Let me see, Judge. I'm not sure why Nathan.
Shatoria, tell me about Miss Imam, huh?
It looks like she had continuous violation of her device after being placed on a zero tolerance. She had a pattern of failing to report the visits. She failed to complete SOP. She failed to maintain the alcohol monitoring device. I don't see any. The violations on the device were skip tests.
And Judge, I think there was some times where there were some missed tests. I don't know that.
So I'll give you time.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. I'm putting a scram on your ankle now, so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. And if I find that you consume alcohol, or if I find that you're consuming illegal drugs, it's really, really not going to go well for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Does she have a Texas driver license?
Well, let me talk to me.
Just,
You run it, Judge.
Yes, she
It
does.
hasn't been run. Okay. You're running it? Okay.
So let's do this. I'd like her to get a scram today. I'm also going to send her for a drug test because I want to know what, if anything, is in her system. We'll sit you off 2 weeks for you guys to decide what you guys want to do. Okay? Get what you need. Your case is 530 days old. It's time to decide what we're going to do. It looks like they've already kicked you out of the program. I don't know if they're going to relent and let you back in. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you now, let's just cross that bridge when we get there. But
What I would like is if in maybe 60 days or something like that, if things are going well on the scram device, maybe come back in and revisit and get a.
I don't, well, no. I don't know if I'm going to keep the case open 60 days. It's 525
Fair
days. You know, I mean, I'll give you some time,
I just
but
need to make sure all the
We
discoveries.
do have an offer in on this case as well.
what is
We put in
it?
an offer, a time served.
Okay, so there's an offer. So when we come back, I'll give you 2 to 3 weeks, but when we come back, you need to either accept the plea bargain from the state or I'm going to set your case for trial. If I find that you're using or doing anything to violate the law while you're on bond, now I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
That's it. You're not allowed to drive unless you have liability insurance in your name. If you do not have car insurance, do not drive. Do you understand? Okay. So we'll give you 3 weeks,
Yes.
Mr. Garris. But at that time, when you come back,
I will.
either accept or if you're going to provide mitigating evidence to the state
Try to get back in the program.
before that day, so we know.
I will do that in advance.
Please.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Simon. All
Thank you,
right,
Judge.
so I'm going to put the devices on her today. She gets a test today and all fees waived.
Thank you.
Judge, my apologies, I misunderstood. Could you please go over those conditions again for me?
I want to send her for a drug test now,
Yes, Judge.
and I'd like to put a scram on her ankle now today as well.
Yes, Judge.
Okay? We'll set the case. I'm sorry?
Did you want random UAs as well?
Well, no, I just want to know if she's clean now or not. And then in 3 weeks, this case is
Yes, Judge.
one way or the other.
Yes.
And then, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, guys.